Hey guys, I'm Geoff Sykes. I've raced rally cars, touring cars, fast tracks, off-road, in the air, you name it. But today is a little different. We're gonna be stopping over at Seth's Spec Shop and we're gonna be checking out the all-new motion control suspension system. Let's go see it. Here it is, the 2017 Focus RS. This is an awesome car, and if you know anything about Ford, you know they put a lot of research and development into this car and put a lot of cool features for the driver, such as suspension settings, steering settings, throttle settings, all that sort of stuff. So if you're gonna do an upgrade to the car, it better be a good upgrade. The MCS double adjustable coilover system with Hyperco springs. Great addition to an already great platform. Okay, so here you can see right off the bat, we got the stock strut assembly. We've got massive weight savings. The space savings alone is a bonus because it allows you to put a wider wheel and tire setup on the car. So we're going from a stock Focus system of essentially a soft and a hard, a two setup system,
to an 18-way adjustable rebound and a 14-way adjustable compression system.
One of the cool features about this shock that you can't see is that when we compared it to the stock Focus shock, when it was loaded up on the ground, we only had about an inch of suspension travel. And with the MCS system, we're getting potentially up to 4 inches. Another feature we've come to expect with professional shocks is the ride height adjustability. Because this, after all, is a Focus RS. So one day we might be taking this thing off-road and then we're heading down to the autocross. So I want to be able to adjust the ride height to get some clearance and then also bring it down low to take it on track and do some fast driving with it. Now what we have here is a world-class performance upgrade that's been designed and built in America and is made to last. Servicing, it's easy. You can ship it in, get it back in time to get your car back out on track. No more waiting around for long turnarounds with other shock companies. So that brings us to the rear of the car now. Now, first thing you'll notice is it's not your typical coilover system like we have in the front or like you might have in a modified rear suspension. This car was designed with a separate spring and damper system. Now, a lot of the load is meant to be put on this piece right here. This can take all the force coming down and up, whereas the top perch assembly isn't really designed to take that sort of weight and abuse. And I know what you're thinking. If I don't have a coilover, how can I adjust the ride height? And I can adjust the ride height in the front, so I definitely want to be able to adjust the ride height in the rear. Seth Specs got the solution. He designed an adjustable spring bucket that mounts right below the spring here, and with this Allen, you can adjust up and down the height of the spring, which adjusts the ride height of the vehicle. Okay, now we've got our car lowered on the ground, we're gonna make our actual adjustments. So we've got your socket wrench and your screwdriver. Good, because we're not gonna need those. We're gonna do this all by hand. We've got our little adjustment wheel here. To adjust the compression, we're gonna push the button in the center, it pops our collar up. Now if we turn the dial to the left towards the plus, we're gonna stiffen up the compression. If we turn it click by click to the right towards the minus, we're gonna be softening the compression. If we wanna adjust the rebound, it's the same dial. We just push it down till it clicks. Now we turn it to the right to soften the rebound and to the left to add more rebound. Plus and minus, it's literally that easy. Now before we can hit the road, we've got to adjust the front of our suspension. We're just gonna pop off this cover here, and we've got the same adjustments for compression up and our rebound down. One last thing to remember when adjusting your own MCS suspension is to always push the adjustment knob back down into the rebound position before driving. Okay, we're all dialed in, it's time to hit the road. Just getting a feel for it right now. I've matched the car to my favorite settings when it was stock, so I'm in sport mode. It gives me a nice feel of the throttle, nice snappy feel, and the steering wheel is nice and tight. It would give me a stiff setting on the shocks if they were stock, but we're at a 6 on the MCS front and rears, and it's a pretty good base point to start on, so we can soften or tighten if we want. So here I am downtown where the roads are definitely a little rougher. Yeah, this feels good. Go right over the trolley tracks. You know, normally I'd be in a soft setting, but these MCSs are taking up the bumps just fine. Now I'm going to pull over into this park up here, make a quick suspension adjustment, and I'm going to take this car onto the freeway and get a feel for it at some high speeds. Since I know I'm going to be on some faster roads and really getting the speed up, I'm going to stiffen it up a bit. So we were at a 6 before, I'm going to add 3 and put us at a 9 on both compression and rebound. Just to be even, I'm going to do the exact same adjustment to the front. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Push back down. There you go. Just like that, in a matter of seconds, without any tools, we just changed the feel of our car. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh yeah, feels good under acceleration. Nice and planted, wants to stay in a straight line. Okay, here we're coming up to a nice long sweeper turn. Let's get it down and planted. The turn-in is right there. I'm hitting all these bumps in the ramp, and it's just planted nice and smooth on the throttle. Oh yeah, excellent. Very nice. Whew. We can really set this car up for any sort of environment we want, given it driving on the street daily driver, or if we're going to do a track or autocross event. These current settings right now, it feels like a sports car, but it still feels comfortable also at the same time like a normal street car. Can't wait to get this thing on the autocross track.
Under acceleration, the car is completely planted. When I look for the apex, I'm able to hit it. I get my eyes there, I can put the car right where I want it.
There's still time left in the car. I'm gonna try a little suspension adjustment.
Maybe soften up the front.
I'm gonna also soften up just the rear, and I'll give that a shot, see if I can shave off a second.
We're pretty much 3 clicks away from full in the front. I'm about halfway in the rear. I was able to scrub off a bunch of time, totally change the handling of this car from being a street car to a race car. Now all I gotta do, put the shocks back to my street setting, and then I hit the road.
Motion Control Suspension is an amazing upgrade to the already high performance of the Focus RS. Seth Speck did a fantastic job of setting up the car. It really felt like an extension of me, and it gave me great immediate feedback. For me, it's really in the joy of driving, whether it be on the track, the autocross, or the street.